Yeah, and the publicity you get for being a number one OnlyFans, that brings more fans and more followers on there. So, and the talk about and the articles and the news and the everything, like constantly in Daily Mail and on Snapchat, it's like story page or news page. So like getting that, it comes from being on OnlyFans. It's not something like it's worth. I truly believe it's worth it taking them taking the 20%. It's honestly worth it, and they love me for it too because I've made a lot of.
That's insane and
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, it's really been wild in the last year to see how the public perception of it has changed.
It's
And
changed so much. I was thinking about that yesterday. I was just pouring myself a glass of water, just thinking about it's insane how people thought about it when I started, which was at like the beginning of 2018, I think. And it was just like so much judgment came to me for that. And it was just like from everyone, like, what are you doing? Like, what is that? What is it? And now it's just like everyone's on OnlyFans. And if they're not on OnlyFans, they're asking me, Jem, how do I get onto OnlyFans? It's not even a question that should even exist. It's literally like starting a Facebook account. It's just like any account. You don't really like need to know how to start it. It's just like making a page. Do you know what I mean? But people want to know how to be big and successful on there, and you just got to figure it out yourself. Like there's nothing that I could really tell you that's going to make you grow on there. Do you know what I mean? Like you just got to do your own thing.
right. Yeah, I'm not any expert on the platform or anything like that, but
you can imagine that like it is whatever you want it to be.
oh, totally. And I think obviously having an audience outside helps a lot. So
Oh, totally. That's so true. And that's why I tell, if people do ask, I just tell them, look, you got to have a following first and a lot of content ready to go if you want to actually start one. But that would be my only advice. And also to just sort of like stick to what you want to do. Like there's a lot of girls that'll start off and be like, I'm just going to be like a beauty vlogger on there and just do like makeup tutorials and stuff, and then the next week they're doing full nudes, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, but it's like because they get pressured, and that's why another reason why it's just like forget getting pressured by people, because that's what guys will do on OnlyFans. That constantly be like, your OnlyFans suck because you don't do like full nudity and stuff, which I don't. And they will hate me for that, and they'll get angry and they'll call me scam. And I've never like promised that I would do like full nudes anyway. Like I've never gone and been like, I do really explicit stuff on it. So I don't. And I've never said that. So when people call me that I scam people, it's like, I just roll my eyes. It's just like typical guys. Just because that's where the name OnlyFans is. That's why it's frustrating.
Let me interject for a second.
Yeah.
You're saying typical guys, but a very small percentage of the guys out there are on there at all.
Yeah, sorry, typical guys that are on my OnlyFans.
There we go.
That's so true. They'll try and shame you for not doing what they think an OnlyFans creator would, even though you've never said that's what you're going to do. And even Cardi B's trying to defend herself and going, I never said I was doing nudes. I'm only doing like behind the scenes of my like music videos and stuff. So she's even like, for her to even post something like that, she's obviously getting pressured and comments and messages like, why aren't you posting what you should be posting on OnlyFans, which is pathetic. It's like, why should you be posting whatever? You should be posting whatever you want, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, everyone will cop it. Everyone who starts an OnlyFans will be like, why aren't you doing porn, basically, if you aren't doing that? And you know what? Where would you go from there anyway? Even if you did do that, how are you going to keep all you? Where do you go from that? You have to start somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm going. My dog's like taking all his puppy pee pads out of his room and he's tearing them up. I can hear him in the background.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's really crazy. I hate people who are mean or pressuring on social media and on all platforms, but yeah, that's crazy. Well, I think it's the classic thing of like when you're behind a screen, things feel very different.
Yeah. You probably wouldn't say that to someone's face, but you are probably would happily say it, especially on OnlyFans because you're anonymous on there. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't be tracked or anything or traced. You don't have a name, you don't have a photo, nothing. So
Sounds so Black Mirror.